Tig here again. I think it's unfair to students that universities use AI detectors to scan their work, particularly the Turnitin AI detector. One of the reasons that I think that is because students cannot access this AI detector and see what markers can. See the article linked in the description for other reasons. While the AI score of a submission is just one factor that markers will consider when making a judgment about the authenticity of a student's work, the question that I am probably asked most frequently on this channel is, which AI detector is most similar to Turnitin? Students want to know. They're worried that their own writing could be flagged by Turnitin, or are concerned that their limited or ethical use of a chatbot as part of their work might be flagged. I previously made a video testing 3 samples of writing against 14 popular AI detectors to conclusively show which provided the results that were closest to Turnitin's. However, since then, in August 2025, Turnitin released a new AI detector with a new AI bypasser detection feature. This means that the old video is now out of date and inaccurate, and an update is required. That's the purpose of this video. It is that update. And this is the channel that you can trust, that transparently shows everything that I do, and actually is the only channel that talks about AI in higher education that doesn't have any affiliate links or paid promotional videos. Like this video and subscribe to show your support. We're going to test 3 samples of writing, an essay written by ChatGPT, a humanized version of that essay, and some human writing against 15 popular AI detectors, and conclusively show which is most similar to Turnitin. The AI detectors are Originality, Winston, Grammarly, Quillbot, Phrasely, Scribbr, Sapling, CopyLeaks, Writer, GPT-0, Rela, and the Ryne AI Report feature. You can view the documents that I test in this video and the Turnitin AI reports by clicking the link in the description. Maybe that kind of thing interests you. Before we start, I want to note one thing. There are unethical YouTube channels and websites that charge students for what they claim are Turnitin AI and similarity scores and reports. Do not trust these services. Save your money. If you want your real Turnitin similarity or AI report, just ask your marker or your module leader. I know that they will be happy to help you. There is only one way to access a real Turnitin AI or similarity report, and it is by using an educational institution's Turnitin license. If you are buying a Turnitin report or score from someone online, they are charging you for something they are getting for free, or you could get for free, or charging you for a fake report, which could get you into trouble, particularly if the scores on it do not correspond with Turnitin's. Be careful out there. The first thing that we're going to do is use the free version of ChatGPT to write a 1,500 word essay on which AI detector provides scores that are most similar to Turnitin's. In this video, we don't care too much about the content of the essay. We're just focusing on the differences between the AI scores it gets with various detectors. ChatGPT produces an essay that is 1,444 words in length, including the reference list, which we paste into this document here. Next, we're going to humanize the essay using undetectable AI. Yes, we're going back to a classic with this one. We're going to use the default settings. Readability is university, purpose is general writing, and strength is more human. When the humanizer is finished, we'll paste our 1,545 words into this document here. The third document that we're going to be using in this video is real human writing. I know, such a thing still exists, I promise. For fun, we're going to go to Google Scholar and randomly choose a conference paper that I wrote in 2014 when I was a little PhD student. The only way that I could have used AI with this one is if I hopped in a time machine. Now we've got our 3 documents: the ChatGPT essay, the humanized undetectable AI version, and the human writing. Let's see what AI scores we get with them using Turnitin's AI detector. For the ChatGPT essay, we get a score of unknown %. This asterisk means that some percentage of the work between 1 and 19% was flagged as AI. But Turnitin won't specify either the percentage or parts that were flagged for fear of false positives or erroneously flagging human writing. Not very good from an updated AI detector when scanning text created with a low-effort prompt and the most popular chatbot. I think it was all the numbered and bulleted lists. For the undetectable AI humanized version, we get a score of 0% likely AI. Perfect, though undetectable AI didn't have that big a job to do in order to reduce the AI score of the ChatGPT essay. And for the authentic human writing from my 2014 conference paper, we get an AI score of 0%. Seems legit. I'm not happy with how this first test of AI scores went. Let's go back to ChatGPT and ask it to rewrite the original essay. This time with no numbered or bulleted lists. I want the whole thing written in long-form prose. We'll also sneakily ask ChatGPT to say in one word which AI detector it thinks will produce scores most similar to Turnitin. And it says originality. We'll verify that soon. We'll paste our 1,571 word essay into this document here and run the new long-form prose version of the essay through Turnitin. And this time we get a 45% likely AI score. Higher than 1 to 19%, sure, but still not great from such a prominent and widely used AI detector. Now we've got our baseline scores of 1 to 19% for the first ChatGPT essay, 0% for the undetectable AI humanized text, 0% for the human writing, and 45% for the ChatGPT long-form prose version. We can see which AI detector provides scores closest to these. We'll be doing our next tests with Originality Lite and Originality Turbo. For the first ChatGPT essay, we get a 62% likely AI score with the Lite AI detector, and a 69% likely original score with the supposedly more sensitive Turbo AI detector. And don't worry, I won't be repeating that Turbo is supposedly the more accurate of the AI detectors that Originality offer. With the undetectable AI humanized text, we get a 95% likely AI score with the Lite AI detector, and a 72% likely original score with the Turbo detector. Weird. A worse performance from Turbo than Lite with both documents. For the human writing, it's difficult to copy and paste the text from the PDF we downloaded. Let's go searching in my files to see if I have the original Word document version of this conference paper. And yes, it turns out I do. Good thing I'm so organized. You can see from the document properties that I was last working on this in August 2014. Anyway, let's run it through Originality. Because we can only scan 4,000 words at once, we need to get rid of some text. When we do, we get a 54% likely AI score with the Lite AI detector. No wonder students are so worried about being accused of academic dishonesty. We get an 84% likely original score with the Turbo AI detector. For the long-form prose version of the essay, we get a 99% likely AI score with the Lite AI detector, and a 100% likely AI score with Turbo. Next, Winston. With the original ChatGPT essay, we get a 22% human score. This means that the detector has found a mix of characteristics in the writing and believes there are signs of AI writing, though human authorship is plausible. For the undetectable AI humanized text, we get a 24% likely human score. This means, again, that there are moderate signs of AI influence in this writing, though human authorship is plausible. Up next, it's the human writing, and it's a relief to see that we get a 94% human score. This means that Winston is confident that the work was authored by a human. Finally, the ChatGPT long-form prose version of the essay. Winston is giving this one a 4% likely human score. Next, we'll test our documents with Grammarly. With the original ChatGPT essay, we get a 0% likely AI score. With the undetectable AI humanized document, we get a 0% likely AI score again. With our human writing, we get a 3% likely AI score. This is so lame. 0% AI scores with low effort ChatGPT output, and a 3% score with something I wrote in 2014. With the ChatGPT long-form prose version, we get a 35% likely AI score. Next, we'll be using Quillbot's AI detector on our 4 samples of writing. Please note, viewers, that we are using the free version of Quillbot, which means that we can only scan up to 1,200 words at once. For the original ChatGPT essay, we get a 6% likely AI score. For the undetectable AI humanized version, we get a 4% likely AI score. With the human writing, it's great to see that we get a 0% likely AI score. With the long-form prose version of the essay, we get a 21% likely AI score. Next, Phrasely. Phrasely, like Originality, offer 2 AI detectors, Light and the more sensitive Strict detector. The Strict detector is the more sensitive of the 2, just in case the name didn't give it away. With the original ChatGPT essay, we get a 0% AI or 100% likely human score with the Light AI detector, and a 36% likely AI score with the Strict detector. With the undetectable AI humanized text, we get a 0% AI or 100% human score with the Light AI detector, and a 35% likely AI score with the Strict AI detector. As we're using the free version of the Phrasely AI detector, we can only scan 2,000 words at once. This means that we need to reduce the word count for our human writing sample. And after we do, we get a 4% likely AI score with the Light AI detector, and a 15% likely AI score with the more sensitive Strict detector. With the long-form prose ChatGPT essay, we get a 12% likely AI score with Light, and a 99% likely AI score with the Strict AI detector. Next, it's Undetectable AI's AI detector. With the original ChatGPT essay, we get a 79% likely AI score. With the Undetectable AI humanized essay, we get a 99% likely human score. With our human writing, the 2014 conference paper, we get a 99% likely human score. And with the ChatGPT long-form prose essay, we get an 82% likely AI score. Scribbr's free AI detector next, which means that we can only scan 1,200 words at once. For the original ChatGPT essay, we get a 13% likely AI score. With the undetectable AI humanized text, we get a 4% likely AI score. The human writing gets a 0% AI score. And the ChatGPT long-form prose version gets a 21% likely AI score. On to sampling now. The original ChatGPT essay gets a 0.0 fake score, meaning none of the text is flagged as AI generated. With the undetectable AI humanized text, we get an 11.3% fake score. With our sample of human writing, we get a 36.8% fake score. The worst one yet. AI detection really is a joke. With the long-form prose ChatGPT essay, we get a 76.6% fake score. Up next, it's CopyLeaks, widely regarded by experts as among the most accurate AI detectors on the market. We're only going to use sensitivity level 1, as this is such a powerful AI detector. With the original ChatGPT version of the essay, we get a 100% likely AI score. With the undetectable AI humanized text, we get a 100% likely AI score. With our human writing, we get a 0% likely AI score. And with the long-form prose ChatGPT essay, we get a 100% likely AI score. With Writer's free AI detector, we get a 100% likely human score with the original ChatGPT essay. We get a 100% likely human score with the undetectable AI humanized text. We get a 100% likely human score with a sample of human writing. And we get a 100% human score with the ChatGPT long-form prose essay. Essentially, Writer is useless then. Thanks for nothing. No wonder this detector is free. Our next AI detector is GPT-0. Again, this is a highly regarded AI detector in terms of accuracy. Though we don't care too much about that in this video. We care more about whether it provides AI scores that are similar to Turnitin's. For the original ChatGPT essay, we get a 0% AI score. Off to a really bad start here with GPT-0. I guess it fell off since the introduction of ChatGPT 5. For the undetectable AI humanized text, we get a 2% likely AI score. This is wild. How are we getting a higher AI score for humanized AI output than the original AI output? For our sample of human writing, we get a 0% likely AI score. And for the long-form prose ChatGPT essay, we get a 100% likely AI score. The penultimate AI detector now, and it's Ryne. We're just going to use the free version, as the premium version, Turnitin Max, is the same as the Ryne AI Report, which we're going to use next. For the original ChatGPT version of the essay, we get a 0% likely AI score. For the undetectable AI humanized text, we get a 0% likely AI score. Our sample of human writing gets a 0% likely AI score. And the long-form prose version of the ChatGPT essay gets an 86% likely AI score. The final detector that we're going to use is Ryne's AI Report feature. For the original ChatGPT essay, Ryne's AI Report feature says that our Turnitin score is likely to be 14%. For the undetectable AI humanized text, Ryne says that our Turnitin score is likely to be 0%. For our sample of human writing, Ryne predicts that the Turnitin score will be 0% likely AI. Another good prediction. And finally, for the long-form prose version of the ChatGPT essay, Ryne predicts our Turnitin score will be 45% likely AI. Phew! That was a lot of testing. You'll be glad to hear that I was keeping track of all those scores while making this video. As you can see on this beautiful table, I've got the AI score provided by each of the detectors and its difference with Turnitin. It's sort of a blunt way of checking which AI detector gives us scores closest to Turnitin, but I'm going to add up the differences between the scores provided by each of the AI detectors and compare them to what we got from Turnitin. The lowest sum of differences will be the AI detector that provides scores most similar to Turnitin. However, there are a couple of issues. Some of the scores we got are not comparable to Turnitin. Specifically, when a tool gives us a likely original or likely human score, we can't compare this to a likely AI score. Where this occurs, I have blacked out the relevant box on the table. The other issue is that the Turnitin AI score for the original ChatGPT essay wasn't specified. It could be anywhere between 1 and 19%. When comparing the AI scores of other detectors to this unspecified AI score, I used a range. Originality Light says that the original ChatGPT essay is 62% likely AI. That means that the difference between it and the Turnitin score is between 43 and 61%. We're going to get rid of these ranged differences by choosing the closest integer to their midpoint. For the 43 to 61% range, the value in the middle is 52. We're going to perform a similar calculation for all range differences and add up the differences across the documents to see which gives us the lowest number. After I'm done with my calculations, we can see that the Ryne AI Report feature was the AI detector that provided the most similar scores to the new and improved August 2025 Turnitin AI detector. We have our winner for the most similar AI detector. The sum of differences between the AI scores that we got from it and Turnitin was only 9. If you don't want to ask your lecturer or professor what the Turnitin AI score is for your work, use this tool. However, this is a paid feature and it does not show you which parts of the text Turnitin has flagged as likely AI generated. The next closest option was Grammarly with a sum of differences of 23. If you're on a budget, this may not be appropriate for you, as you'll need to be a subscriber to use their AI detector. However, tied for third place, we have Scribbr and Quillbot, which both have a sum of differences value of 37. If you want to get an idea of what the Turnitin AI score is likely to be for your work, and you're on a budget, you may find these tools helpful. And that brings this video to a close. What did we learn? Ryne's AI Report feature will give you a very strong indication of what your Turnitin AI score is likely to be, though it won't show you which parts are flagged and is more granular than Turnitin. Turnitin don't specify scores between 1 and 19%, whereas Ryne does. The next closest options to Turnitin are Grammarly and the free tools Scribbr and Quillbot. We also learned that AI detection is a joke. If you're a subscriber to this channel, you know this already. If you're not a subscriber, you know what to do. And please like this video and share it with others. It really helps this little channel out. Accurate AI detection is a myth. My own academic writing from 2014 received AI scores as high as 54%. Don't be silly, AI detectors. In conclusion, I'm going to repeat some advice that I include in most of my videos. Students out there, it doesn't matter what your Turnitin AI detector score is. As long as you have evidence of your research and writing, you won't ever be accused of academic misconduct. Retain drafts of your work and write in a Google Doc or similar. Keep records of what you read and be honest and transparent about how you used AI if you did. Thank you for watching, and please show your support for this channel's gold tier quality information and presentation by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and commenting with your thanks or any questions or comments.